Nowadays, the Xfinity Series doesn't have to worry too much about Cup drivers taking away wins like what it used to be 15 to 20 years ago. For me, my first full-time season of watching the Xfinity Series started back in 2006, and even 11-year-old me was annoyed, bored, and just very disinterested in the fact that Cup guys were hogging up all the wins. That year was especially awful for Cup guys winning in the Busch Series, considering that over 30 plus races of the 35 races that season were won by Cup guys, which at the time they called it bushwhacking. I always called it leeching or leeches, primarily because of Kamikazegames and his rant videos on the matter.
Fucking Hamlin and these fucking leeches! Siphoning the fucking money and talent out of this series! You did not need to be in this race, Hamlin! You have 35 Cup wins! Why are you in the Xfinity Series? Fuck!
I'm amazed I even kept watching this series after 2006, considering my first experience of it was just so miserable. I kept on watching it, and it didn't get any better until 2018, since that was the first season where Cup winners didn't take out more than 50% of the race schedule. For years, I kept track in my notebook of the idea of a world without Cup leeches taking away the Busch Series drivers' wins. And honestly, the results were amazing just to see how many people this affected, and how much the history of the series would change just on the winners alone. So this is why I created this series. Each video will go through each season starting from 1982 and going up all the way to present day of 2022 and potentially beyond if the series keeps on going that long. Before we begin, we ought to explain what I define as a Cup leech. Each person will have their own varying opinion on what a Cup leech is, but I'll explain mine at the very least. To put it bluntly and simply, I consider a leech someone who runs exactly 50% of the Cup races or more. For example, in 1985, Tommy Ellis ran 14 of the 28 Cup races that season, but he also ran multiple Busch races and won 5 times. So by my definition, he would be a Cup leech for that particular year, and therefore his wins wouldn't count, and he'll go to the next highest Busch regular. And also there'll be multiple instances where one Cup driver would be a Cup leech for one season and then they're not for the next. So we'll have to go over it each season and driver for that particular year over and over again. But I know it's very tedious, but it will get the point across, so we are very thorough throughout all this. A more recent example would be Ross Chastain. In the 2018 Xfinity race, he actually won it at Las Vegas. But by my rules, he is a Cup leech as he ran 34 of the 36 races, and he would go to the next highest regular, which in that case will be Justin Allgaier. It doesn't matter if he's in trash equipment and Cup, I have to make this extremely clear cut so no exceptions are made no matter what. If they run on or above half the Cup schedule, they are considered a leech by my definition. Now that we established what I consider to be a Cup leech, now we could begin to assess the 1982 season. The first race is at Daytona and Dale Earnhardt won it, being the first ever Cup leech to steal a win from a regular. So congratulations to him. He ran a full season in Cup in 1982, so we gotta look at second place and see if they are the winner. Second place is Jody Ridley, who ran the full season as well, so they don't count either. Sam Mayer is the true winner, since he is an Xfinity regular, as well as he made no Cup starts in 1982, besides a driver change in Martinsville later that year, which doesn't count as a start, as well as he ran less than 50% of the races that season. Sam Mayer in general never ran the Cup Series full time, or even above 50% of the races, besides one in 1984, so he's always the one to look out for as a regular in the series. Next race is at Richmond where Tommy Houston won as he did in real life. He'll be another driver to look at as well, as he's a regular throughout his entire career, and he doesn't meet my criteria as a Cup leech by looking at his stats. Race 3 is at Bristol and Phil Parsons won as he did in real life. At this point in 1982, he didn't make any Cup Series start yet, so he's a regular in this season too. Race 4 is at Martinsville and Sam Mayer gets the win just like he did in real life, so no issues there. Race 5 to go at Darlington, Jeffrey Bodine wins it. He's a Cup regular by this point, so he's out of the equation, and he ran 25 of the 30 Cup races that season. Jody Ridley finished second in that, so we already said that he's the least, so he's already out of the equation. Shockingly, David Pearson is the winner here, because he only ran 6 of the 30 Cup races in 1982, and is well below the cut line for being a leech. Race 6 to go to Hickory and Jack Ingram wins it just like he did in real life. He's another that we can always look at as a regular, since for his Cup Series career he never ran more than half the schedule. Race 7 is at South Boston and Sam Mayer wins it just like in real life. Race 8 to go to Caraway Speedway and Dale Earnhardt wins it. We already went through saying that he's a leech, so we'll look at second place. Jimmy Hensley 1982 ran only 3 races in the Cup Series, so he'll be our true winner for this race. Race 9 is at Richmond and Butch Lindley wins it just like in real life. He never ran more than half the schedule in the Cup Series, so he'll always be one to look out for. Race 10 winner belongs to Jack Ingram as he did in real life. Race 11 the winner was Joe Ruttman. He ran more than half the schedule in 1982, so he doesn't count. It will go to Jack Ingram as he's the highest running regular. Race 12 Morgan Shepherd wins at Hickory. Now he's a full-time Cup driver since he ran 29 of 30 races in 1982. We'll see him here on this list for quite a while. So with him gone, it goes to second place, which is Sam Ard. Race 13 to go to Charlotte, and Harry Gant wins. Now Gant in the Cup Series ran the whole season, so he's considered a leech. So it goes to 4th place as Dale Earnhardt and Shepard got 2nd and 3rd, so Tommy Ellis is the true winner. Race 14 at Asheville, Jack Ingram wins it just like he did in real life. Race 15 they go to Hickory again, which they do quite a lot in this season, but never mind that. John Settlemere wins it as he did in real life, as he made no Cup starts. Race 16 is at South Boston, and Butch Lindley wins it just like he did in real life. Race 17, David Pearson wins at Rockingham as he did in real life. Race number 18, Jack Ingram wins at Carway Speedway as he did in real life. Same with Sam Ard as he won at South Boston like he did in real life. Race number 20, they go to Hickory again and Tommy Houston wins it in real life. Race 21, Tommy Ellis gets the win at Langley as he did in real life. Race 22 belongs to Tommy Ellis at IRP as Morgan Shepherd is a Cup leech. Race number 23, Jack Ingram wins it at Bristol just like in real life. Race number 24, Jack Ingram wins again at Hickory, just like he did in real life. And boy, they went to Hickory a lot this season. Race number 25, Butch Lindley wins at Richmond, like in real life. Race 26, Sam Ard wins at Martinsville, like in real life. Race number 27, they go to Charlotte, and Darrell Waltrip wins that. But he's a Cup regular at this point, so he doesn't count. The winner goes to 2nd place as Sam Ard. Race 28, they go to Hickory again, and Jack Ingram wins it, like in real life. And finally, race 29, the season finale, they go to Martinsville, where Butch Lindley wins it, just like in real life. Overall, this season had 8 leech winners, which is pretty good considering what's to come for the future. They went to Hickory 6 times, which is insane considering today that they only go to a repeating track twice at maximum. Overall, the percentage of leech wins throughout the season was 27.59%. And here's the win count for the season. Jack Ingram with 8, Sam Ard with 7, Butch Lindley with 4, Tommy Ellis with 3, David Pearson and Tommy Houston with 2, and Phil Parsons, Jimmy Hensley, and John Settlemere with 1. With the all-time wins list, it's Jack Ingram on top with a 1-win lead over Sam Ard, though I'm sure this will change and get larger as the series goes on. This will conclude the 1982 season, and next year we'll tackle the 83 season, just to see how much or how little the leeches hog up the wins. Thank you for watching, I'll see you all in the next video, and hopefully you enjoyed this, hopefully, quick video. I'm not sure, but we'll all figure it out as I edit. But yeah, if you like it, enjoy this, please like the video, support it, and we'll continue on this journey of seeing what this alternate reality would consist of.